In a historic moment, Zilei Zhang has emerged as the first undisputed heavyweight champion in the era of 4 belts. His incredible performance against Deontay Wilder showcased his true grit and resilience, proving that he can conquer any challenge. Despite Wilder's endurance, it wasn't enough, leaving him visibly disappointed after the fight. Wilder's hints at retirement immediately sparked controversy and speculation. Before the fight even started, people felt it would be an instant classic, a Hall of Fame battle. The stakes were high with Deontay Wilder's legacy and Zhilei Zhang's legacy on the line. Zhang showed why he deserves to be the undisputed and unified heavyweight champion and why he's currently the best pound-for-pound boxer ahead of Naoya Inoue and Terence Crawford. Zhang, the Chinese fighter, became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world after winning a split-decision victory over the Bronze Bomber. Zhang unleashed a flurry of punches on the American boxer, making him unsteady and forcing him onto the ropes. Wilder looked dazed as the referee stepped in to separate them after the knockdown, but decided that Wilder could continue. The bell saved Wilder, allowing him to survive Zhang's onslaught. Although Wilder didn't hit the floor, boxing rules counted it as a knockdown if a fighter uses the ropes to support himself. The referee seemed to help Wilder as much as possible, similar to what happened in the Garcia-Haney fight. The referee should have stopped it, but it seemed like he was told not to stop the fight, no matter what. Maybe he even had money on it, but let's not go there right now. After the fight, it was clear that Wilder didn't take the loss very well. Wilder might believe everything he said was justified, but once the adrenaline wears off, he'll take a hard look in the mirror and realize what happened. The truth is going to sting. He ran out of energy and looked unsteady in the 9th round. His behavior was disgraceful. He was already clowning around during the fight. Deontay Wilder once retired, but came back. Now even his wife is begging him to retire. Taylor Swift has asked her husband to stop boxing after his 2 fights with Zilei Zhang. Wilder originally retired after defending his WBC title against Luis Ortiz in November 2019, but he returned to try and fight Anthony Joshua and Zhang. Telly has repeated her plea, saying she wants him to come home to their children. Before Wilder's win over Robert Helenius in October 2022, Taylor Swift spoke about her desire for Deontay to retire. "I wanted him to retire a few years ago, but he isn't doing it. You saw on the documentary that he didn't enjoy retirement, but I'm hoping after the Zhang fight that that's the end. What more can he prove? What more can he do?" Telly has been a crucial part of Wilder's life since he started boxing, and she shares his opinion that it would be best for him to retire after achieving everything he wanted in the sport. She often talks about her worries for his physical health, especially considering the dangers of boxing. Like when he fought Tyson Fury in their trilogy, in their first fight in Los Angeles in 2018, she feared the worst when he was knocked down. The first thought was that he's dead. Telly told IFFL TV, "Seriously, because when he didn't get up, and I know Deontay will always get up if he can, then in the first few seconds I thought he's really hurt." After temporarily retiring, Wilder documented his return to family life and was even pictured taking out the bins with his trainer Malik Scott. They were featured in a documentary that showed Wilder's struggles with adjusting to normal life. Everyday tasks like the school run and house chores were very different from his intense boxing career and training camps. Despite his initial retirement, Wilder decided to come back and fight Derek Chisora in October 2022, winning the fight easily. Deontay Wilder then fought ex-UFC champion Francis Ngannou in a tough match in Saudi Arabia. Despite the challenge, he earned a chance for a big title fight this year. However, his wife Telly was not happy about his decision to keep fighting, especially after he joked about having a 10-fight plan. He said, "I'll map out my next 10 fights. Zhang twice, then Anthony Joshua twice if he doesn't lose before then. Maybe Daniel Dubois if he's back up there, or Joe Joyce. I might even fight Joe Parker. Maybe a 4th fight with Tyson Fury, and then a European like Efe Ajagba. One thing is certain, a fight with Anthony Joshua is on the horizon." Saudi boxing chief Turki Al-Sheikh confirmed that the winner of Wilder vs. Zhang too will fight Joshua in early 2025. Deontay Wilder said he's not planning to retire anytime soon, aiming for up to 10 more fights before finally calling it quits. However, Ricky Hatton, speaking to Lord Ping, admitted he'd like to see his friend retire for good if he defeats Zilei Zhang. The sentiment stands even though it would mean fans might miss out on a highly anticipated fight between Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Hatton said, "We know about the rematch clause in the contract, and there are whispers about Deontay and Edge finally fighting. But if Deontay beats Zhang, no one can question his legacy in the sport. At that stage of his career, after beating Zhang, what else does Deontay have to prove? It's clear if Wilder will retire, but one thing's certain, Zhang is willing to grant him a rematch if he desires." Michael Benson has already tweeted that Wilder vs. Zhang has a guaranteed rematch clause with the second fight scheduled for October 12th or 13th. Perhaps now Wilder will consider retirement more seriously. After all, he was hit so hard that he celebrated New Year's in May. Just listen to what he said after the fight. "To be frank, Wilder's fight should have been stopped in the 9th round. It's puzzling how he keeps getting the benefit of a count. He was practically unconscious on his feet, and that 10 count gave him time to recover before the bell saved him. Regardless, Zhang deservedly emerged victorious. I mean, look at the stats. Wilder landed 157 of 496 punches. Zhang landed 170 of 407 punches. The numbers favor Zhang. He was so close to knocking out Wilder in the 9th. To Wilder's credit, he managed to stay on his feet throughout the match. After his victory, Zhang becomes emotional as he responds, "I want to thank my team so much. This win means a lot to me, my family, and my country," he expressed to DAZN. "It's a fantastic moment, a fantastic day. Without Deontay, none of this would have been possible." Zhang is hailed as a national hero, with Eddie Hearn stating, "You have to recognize Zhang's greatness. He defeated Anthony Joshua twice. He's one of the greatest fighters of our time. He's going to make his country proud." While Wilder believes he won, many believe Zhang emerged victorious. Hearn adds, "Wilder may think he won, but more people believe Zhang did. It seemed like Wilder was ahead in the beginning, and everyone was anticipating a Joshua-Wilder matchup. Rematches and trilogies may not be everyone's cup of tea, but this is the best of the best." What are your thoughts? Do you think Wilder will retire? Let us know in the comments below.